Mine is to simplify this work for the government, because they have a lot of people misinforming them and misguiding them.
Okay.
Yeah. One, if at all we are talking about reducing this wage bill, let's start from our politicians. Let's start with all these other public servants who earn huge salaries and we really don't know what they are doing. For example, we give our members of parliament a sitting allowance, and some of us, we have sent these people to go and represent us there. Or maybe they think this sitting allowance is just for sitting, because some of our members of parliament even don't talk in this parliament.
That really be the point of Bagay.
No, I have not reached what I'm saying. You know, you
better reach fast, because time is moving very fast. Yeah?
Because these people, we have sent them to represent us. But what do? They are the ones who go to these funerals and talk about these interns without understanding the magnitude of this thing. What I want to tell them is, we shall not relent until the CBA 2017 is fully implemented. That's the only thing we are going to say. Okay. We interns, we are not going to pick those letters. We have been rallied, and we are going to rally behind the union until the CBA 2017 has been fully implemented. And beyond that, I don't think we can talk about any other thing.
Let's go back quickly to where the situation was. Let's assume that maybe this stalemate was not in existence. Was the situation better? Any better?
The situation was at least better.
Because of the money, or what exactly?
Not because of the money. You know, one thing, the government was given very many years to really comply with this CBA, but it has not. The union has been going back and forth, doing a lot of indoor meetings without any results. So it was high time we doctors also fight for what is rightfully ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we come back to you, Whitney. There's a caller? All right, let's pick this one. What's the name of the caller? Jambo?
But it has not. The union has been going back.
Jambo?
Yes, I'm John from Nakuru.
Yes, Johnson. Let's hear what you have to say.
I wanted to contribute to make this comment.
Yes.
That the interns have the right to request for the pay that they are requesting.
Yes.
But also, they ought to understand that there is the Kenyan patient who is in the hospital,
right,
and who requires the service. So, in as much as the interns are requesting for the pay and for the request for their things to be checked, I request them also to understand that there is this Kenyan who is suffering, the taxpayer. Let them understand that they also require to be taken care of. So in as much as they are fighting for their rights, there is also the right of the Kenyan to have the best health care and to be attended to when he goes to that hospital. So my call to them is they should have a seat with the government, let them lower their expectations, let the government come in and let them talk in a round table and agree for the Kenyan person to be treated and to have the services that they require. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'll allow them to respond. There's also one gentleman called Engineer Ken who says, these doctors wamekuwa too much. Kwani wanaona hao ndio wako na mahitaji sana kushinda all other people. It could be given a chance, of course. It's important that then they take what it is that they have, they're being accorded, and then we negotiate from that level. And next week, we see doctors on the road striking. We will cane them thoroughly and take them to government hospitals for treatment where they will not find medics therein. It's really, I understand, okay, well, that is different. Let's see this other one. Well, of course, what the president has to say. The country's wage bill is 47% against the recommended one of 35%. The country is broke. How do we borrow to pay salaries? Those are the questions that Kenyans are asking. But somebody else called John says the medics have the right to ask for the money that they're asking for, because that has been the standard for the longest of time. The government should not change this. It's like changing indeed the rules of the game halfway. And very many other people who are responding to us this evening. And time, I'm told, is not on our side. But generally, as we sum it up, what would you expect for us to do as a country in terms of making sure that we advance this conversation? Why do you suppose we have not been here where the rights and the interests and the welfare of the interns is well catered for? Whitney.
I will just say, like, as the topic has come because of the way the doctors have.
Yeah.
The doctors intern, let me say that, they are striking and all. I guess they should come together and reason and then just go back to work. Yeah.
Let's look at the general perspective of the requirements of interns, the desires of the interns. And I know you have said it, but then again, what would be your parting shot in terms of us making sure that the space is good enough and, welcoming to interns across the different sectors?
I'll say let there be a